Hello, thank you for joining us today. In today's video, we're going to talk about the ancient Ice Age world of eastern Washington state, where Direwolf Project Headquarters resides. Hello, fellow packmates. This is Jennifer Steckel from the Direwolf Project, where science meets the Ice Age. We're the only breeding program in the world recreating the exact bone and body structure of the extinct prehistoric dire wolf. Not for the wild, but for your loving family den, using only domesticated dog breeds. I've been raising these incredible American Dirus dogs for over 20 years, delivering 73 litters and over 400 loyal pups to the world. You want to track upcoming litters or see which puppies are ready to join your pack? Join the inner circle at direwolfproject.com. If you love prehistoric pups and pack-centered wisdom, give us a like, hit subscribe, and let's step out of the den together. During the Pleistocene, the climate of North America swung like a giant pendulum. Cold glacial ages would sweep in, then ease back into warmer interglacials. For thousands of years at a time, the land looked as if winter had claimed a permanent rank. Up north, the vast Laurentide and Cordilleran ice sheets sprawled like two ice giants, pressing down across Canada and into the northern United States. They carved deep valleys. They bulldozed mountainsides and marked their territory with ice walls so tall they would make even the bravest predator pause. Below these frozen titans, the world was not barren at all. While steppe-like grasslands dominated much of the open terrain, fossil evidence and petrified wood deposits indicate that pockets of forested areas, sometimes quite dense, persisted even during glacial periods. These forests included conifers, such as pine, fir, and spruce. And in some warmer interglacial phases, broadleaf trees may have dotted the landscape as well. The presence of petrified forests show that ancient rivers and floodplains supported wooded areas, which could survive in sheltered valleys or microclimates protected from the harshest glacial winds. This created a mosaic habitat, open steppe for large grazing mammals, interspersed with forested refuges where smaller prey, shelter, and water sources concentrated. Packs of dire wolves likely used these mixed habitats strategically, hunting along open plains while relying on forested patches for cover, denning, or stalking prey, as mammoths, ancient bison, camels, horses, and slobs thundered across the permafrost. This was perfect hunting ground for dire wolves. Long sight lines, abundant prey, and cold, crisp air that carried scent like a promise. Most direwolf fossils come from west of the Rockies, California, Nevada, New Mexico, and the Great Basin. That's where direwolves truly flourished, thick-furred and heavy-jawed, built for taking down large Ice Age herbivores. There's an intriguing theory that there may have been two different types of direwolves. Western direwolves, Anassian Dirus gildei, appear to be slightly smaller and more compact than their eastern kin. Western direwolves stood 30 to 31 inches tall at the shoulder and were 5 feet long. They roamed the landscapes from the western Rockies through California and Mexico. Forest, grasslands, and tundra-like zones where packs hunted open ground. Eastern dire wolves, Anasiandirus appear to possess a larger form with longer limbs and proportionately larger teeth, about 33.5 inches tall at the shoulder and 5.5 feet long, weighing 120 to 150 pounds. These larger direwolves inhabited territories east of the Continental Divide, with greener forests, mixed woodlands, and broad grasslands reflecting subtle ecological and possibly temporal differences from their western subspecies. Still, the idea hints at how climate and terrain could have shaped two branches of the same lineage, like siblings separated from one another by different hunting grounds. The region now known as Eastern Washington, where Direwolf Project Headquarters stands today, once lay at the southern edge of the towering Cordilleran ice sheet, forming a dramatic boundary in the heart of the Pleistocene world. Some 20,000 years ago, this land sat between giants. To the north rose a gleaming cliff of ice, stretching far beyond the horizon. To the east, glacial Lake Missoula pressed heavily against the Great Missoula Ice Dam, swollen and restless as it waited for the moment when its frozen wall would finally give way. Across this future home range, cold winds swept over a steppe of hardy grasses, shrubs, and scattered evergreens, rooted in frozen soil. This landscape created prime territory for the western subspecies of direwolf. Eastern Washington provided an environment that had both challenge and opportunity for the direwolves. Packs must have often patrolled the shifting edge between ice and open earth, moving like silent guardians along the frozen frontier where the Cordilleran ice sheet met the vast plains below. Great herds of mammoth, bison, and ancient horses occasionally used the narrow ice-free corridor between the Cordilleran and Laurentide ice sheets, when it was open, of course, providing episodic opportunities for predators like direwolves to stalk and hunt big game. The very ground beneath what is now the Direwolf Project Headquarters once echoed with this ancient rhythm, the channeled scablands and rolling plateaus of the region, today shaped into fertile valleys, but they were born from repeated bursts of glacial fury. When the Missoula Ice Dam failed, its floods thundered across the land, carving deep coulees and scattering massive boulders like toys dropped by a giant. As the waters receded, they left behind layers of rich loess, which is wind-borne glacial dust, and silt that would one day support orchards of apples, pears, filberts, and wine grapes. Within this rich historical tapestry, Direwolf Headquarters stands on soil shaped by both ice and predator. Long before humans marked territory or raised dens here, direwolves roamed these open plains, weaving their own story into the land. Steppe grasslands, shrubbery patches, and scattered conifers and broad glacial outwash plains created a cold, dry savanna where a pack could fan out, coordinate the hunt, and thrive along the shifting edge of the Pleistocene world. Today, the region retains echoes of that ancient environment, subtle reminders that this land once formed a crossroads of ice, flood, prey, and predator. And within this landscape, the Direwolf Project continues to study and honor the very lineage that once trotted across these windswept plateaus. Visitors are welcome to explore the beautiful ponderosa pine forests that frame our property, to meet our remarkable American direst dogs, and to experience a glimpse of life in a wild, untamed world, where the echoes of the Pleistocene still linger beneath every tree and ridge. The first step on your journey is to join our inner circle and help us get to know you better. We share daily updates and stories of our work that will draw you into the forgotten frozen world of the Ice Age. Go to direwolfproject.com to join today. Want to meet more of our amazing American direst dogs? This video right here highlights their amazing personalities. Don't miss it.